Hey everyone, over this morning you're going to finish up your Photopea. So I'm in the website, I go open from computer, choose my file, and hit open. We left off, I've got one layer here that has Danny and Hulk. I've got one layer here that has my flying Iron Man. Next thing I want to do today is add a background. So I'm going to go to, say, Google, and I'm going to type in city background. I find one that I think looks cool, like maybe I like this one. Hold my finger on it, say save to photos. Go back into Photopea, say file, open in place. From my photo library, there's my picture. I throw it in there. Right now it's kind of small. I make sure that I'm on my arrow, my transform controls are on, and I make it big enough to cover everything. Now right now, it covers my people, and that's because my layer is the top layer for background. So over here, I'm gonna hold my finger down on the background until it kind of pops out. I'm gonna drag it down below my other layers, and now I see all my people. Then, I want to add a third character. You're going to want to go to Google and find a character that is not Harry Potter, like the one I'm about to use. And then once you have it saved, file, open in place, photo library. There's my Harry. He's on there, he's behind Iron Man right now, but that's not a big deal. I'm just going to hide Iron Man for a minute so I can see it better. So now that I'm in here, I can move Harry around. He's a little too big. I'm going to shrink him. He's going to come down here. All right, so I've got my Hulk, I've got Iron Man, I got Harry, all in there. I want to add some text for a good title, and my title is not going to be your title. So I'm going to come over here to text. And then it gives me options up here where it starts as Deja Vu Sans at 24 pixels and the color is black. I'm going to click on the Deja Vu Sans and I'm going to wait until the previews load. Those are over here. And I'm going to find one that I think matches what I'm going for in my picture. So I'm going to scroll down, looking at all these previews, trying to find one that I think looks cool. I kind of like this one called Ewert. So I'm going to click on that. Draw my little text box to write in. And I wrote the title Magical Marvel because I have a magical person with Harry and Marvel with my other characters. It's too small right now, so I'm going to increase my font size. I don't want it to be black. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to change my font a little bit, my font color. And then you can see it here. Now it's kind of too small right now. You can't really see all my words, so I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to move it so that it's not overlapping any of my characters. I'm going to put Harry in front of Iron Man. There we go. So now I've got this title. I would probably want to change the color again. The green's not showing up all that well, but that's okay. And then when I'm on my title, I can also go up to my layer and I can change some of my options to make it look like maybe it glows or it's highlighted a little better because right now it's kind of hard to see, right? So I'm on my text layer. Over here, I can mess with my adjustment layers. I can mess with my fill layers, and they're only going to apply to my Marvel. Or I can go to filter, and I can change all my options down here. Like on this layer, I can tell it to go 3D, or I can blur it, I can distort it. Just like, let's say I want a kaleidoscope. I rasterize it. Let's say I want to give it some noise. which is like dust and scratches. And you can change it that way. I want you to mess with your title in some way to make it look different than the original font. If you have extra time, on your Hulk, I cropped his feet out so it would look kind of silly if I did it. But I also want you to change some of the bottom layer on Hulk to make it look like he's got like a little dust cloud coming up, like he's stomping his feet a lot. To do that, you're going to use that same filter where you can do things like make it look like dust and scratches is coming up from his feet. And then you would use your spray tool, which I just search usually. It's under paint. Or you can use your blur, and you can kind of draw in down here. You would draw in some like dust clouds coming up from the bottom of his feet. Okay, so if you have your Hulk's feet, make something show up down there. Add your third character, cannot be Harry Potter. Add a title that cannot say anything about magic or Marvel, and try to stylize your title as well. When you're completely done, you're going to come up to File, save it as a PSD again in case you have to make changes later, and then go File, Export as PNG. Before you hit save, change this name. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to tell the difference between your PSD and your PNG, and the file or the assignment's not going to accept a Photoshop file. So I'm going to name mine Turn in This. So I know which one I'm going for. I hit save. I hit download. And now when I go to my files, and then I go to my recents, Marvel 9 is a Photoshop file. Can't turn that one in. But since I renamed it to Turn in This, I know that this is the one I have to attach to the assignment link. Good luck.